Hello, artists. Today we are going to make symmetrical creatures. Symmetrical creatures are equal on the right and left side in shapes, lines, and colors. Here are examples of symmetrical creatures compared to asymmetrical creatures. A symmetrical creature has the same shapes for its wings on the right and left side, the same colors and patterns and lines on the right and left side. An asymmetrical creature would have different colors on the right and left side, different shapes, and different lines. So we're going to try and stick with our symmetrical creatures. You might use all the colors of the rainbow and many different lines. You might stick with three colors and just work with them and make something like a different type of animal. Maybe it looks more like a realistic animal, like here it's a turtle, or maybe even an imaginary creature, and still work with 3 to 5 colors, like this warm colored crawling bug. So it's up to you how you want to create your creature. Today, I'm going to show you how to fold your paper and draw the same thing on one side and the other. I folded my little crawling creature in half and I flip it over. It's exactly the same on both sides, or symmetrical. So we are going to do that with a piece of paper too. You're going to take any type of paper you have and we're going to fold it in half, the horizontal way, the tall way, or they say the hot dog way. And we fold it in half. We fold our pieces and we're going to lay it down horizontally and make sure that the fold line is facing you and the flippy flappy lines are facing up. And for yours, I would start with a pencil. But for mine, I'm going to start with a marker so you can see it from far away. And the first thing I'm going to do, like with any of these wonderful, beautiful creatures, is find its belly. And I'm going to make my belly a rainbow. And then for the next shape, I'm just going to pick random shapes. I'm going to pick a square. And I'm not drawing the bottom of the line for a reason. I'll show you in a minute. But I'm going to make a triangle here. So when I open this up, I'm going to have this square, circle, triangle on one side of the fold. And I didn't put the line in the middle because that's going to be the center of our creature. So now it's my job to try and make the lines equal on the right side. So I have kind of like this rectangle that went out on the side, the circle. If it's hard to do, I might turn the page and try and draw my circle. Now you might have chosen a square, a triangle, a cylinder. It's up to you what you want to draw for your shapes. Just be prepared to try the challenge of drawing it symmetrically on the other side. So now that I have part of my creature done, I get to add cool things to it. The first thing I'm going to do is try and connect all my shapes together in a cool way that would make this look more like a creature and less like 3 shapes just hanging out together. And if my lines looked a little uneven, I might actually make that part of the pattern. So I made that line look a little bit better. And maybe I would make wings. I'm still trying to make this a flying creature. And maybe I would add legs also, because I believe that all creatures should be able to fly and then have a good landing. So I'm going to make a zigzag line on this side and a zigzag line on that side. And maybe some arms that come out more like little tiny French fries. And now I'm going to start with the eyes. I love adding eyeballs to all my pictures. And I could put the mouth here or up at the top. I'm going to put the mouth over here and make it like teeth. And he has rounded teeth. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Over here will be the antennas. These are mini ones. Maybe there's double antennas. So it's like we're looking down on this little creature and he's like on the floor and I'm just looking at him, taking a picture of him or drawing a picture of him. So this is the shell. And before I get to that, I want to add more lines so it looks like I meant to do that. And the shell, my center is going to be another circle and another circle. And then some lines that are symmetrical. So up and down, vertical, and side to side, horizontal and a diagonal line, and another diagonal. So this is like his shell, his shield from getting hurt in nature. And so I could add even more patterns, but whatever I do on the right side, I'm going to add on the left side. So it stays symmetrical. Kind of looks like this is his mustache. So those look like his horns on the top of his head. That's his mustache. So I started with a vision, but I changed it because he looked so cute. I wasn't gonna keep it the way it was. I just decided to add a little more to it.